Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the Primavera P6 Planning and Management Software tutorials. Today our topic is project scheduling. In our last video, we assigned the milestone to our activities list. So actually we are doing time management scheduling. So our today topic is project scheduling. So before go to project scheduling on by practical demonstration on the P6 software, first I would like to explain you some theoretical part which is very important to learn. First, here basic terminologies used in Primavera P6. First, predecessor. What is predecessor? The activity that affects start or finish date of other activities is called successor activities. So is called successor activities. This is successor activities, and this will called as a predecessor of successor activities. Successor activities will not start before the predecessor. Next, successor, the activity for which start or finish dates are dependent on other activities. Predecessor activities, I mean that successor start or finish date will depend on the predecessor. So this is called successor activities. And in Primavera P6 there are four relationships. Any sort of connection between two activities is known as the relationship. Any sort of generally there are four type of relationships in Primavera P6. We use start to start relationship, finish to start relationship, finish to finish relationship, and fourth one, start to finish relationship. Basic terminologies. Lag. What is lag? Lag staggers or delays the relationship of one activity predecessor to another successor. Here I will show you the lag practically. See, first relationship, start to start, relationship between activities in which the start of successor activity depend on the start of its predecessor. This is successor activity, mean second one, and first one is predecessor activity. So B is the successor activity of A and A is the predecessor activity of B. So in start to start relationship, successor activities start date will depend on the predecessor. Here I want to explain you what is lag. See it, start to start with lag. This is start to start relationship. In start to start relationship, predecessor activities to successor activities, there is lag. Here is no lag, but here is lag. Lag means if predecessor activities is starting from 1 January to 8 January and the successor activity is starting on the 11th of the January. So here is 2 days lag. I hope now it will be clear. Next, finish to start relationship. Relationship in which the start of successor activity depend on the completion of its predecessor activity. It means that successor activity cannot be started before the finishing of predecessor activity. This relationship is called finish to start relationship. Here finish to start relationship with lag. Here is lag of 2 days or 3 days, it may vary. Next, finish to finish relationship. Relationship in which the finish of successor activity depend on the finish of its predecessor activity. Finish to finish. A activity, after finishing the A activity, B activity will be finished, but B activity, successor activity, cannot be finished before the finishing of predecessor. This is shown the lag between finish to finish with activities. It may vary from 2 days, 3 days, or more, depends on your actual work. Here is, and last one, relationship start to finish. Relationship in which the finish of successor activity depend on the start of its predecessor activity. And this is shown the lag between successor and predecessor. I hope no theoretical part is covered. Here is one thing more I want to clear it to you. This is an activity. It may be resource mobilization or anything else. There are 4 components used here in Primavera P6: early start, early finish, late start, late finish. There are formulas to calculate forward pass. If you want to go forward, if you want to calculate the forward dates on which next activities will be start, or if you want to calculate backward pass, that's previous activities when will be it finish or start. So let me take you to formula. Here is formula: early start plus duration of the activity. Starting date of the activity, early start, plus duration of the activity. If activity is starting on 1 January and if duration is 10 days, so minus 1 here, then we will get early finish of the activity. Early finish of the activity. So this is the formula: 11 minus 1, 10 January. So this is how we can calculate the duration of an activity by formula, but we did not need to do it manually because the P6 software will do it automatically. So this is the formula for backward pass. Late finish, if this activity was finished on 10 July, then if we want to calculate late start, plus 1, add, then our late start will be calculated on the, it's on the 11th July. Late finish was 20th July minus duration of the activities plus 1, so it's 11th July. Now let's move to the P6 software for practical demonstration. Here our database is Primavera, admin, password, connect. So this is the window of P6 software. In our last video we did assigning the milestone. These were the milestone which shown us in black dots. This is. Now let's move to link the activities with each other. First I want to show you here our project linking activities. So this is, you can say here, from here our project is starting. Project work start, then resource mobilization, site clear. This is the linking by arrow. This is the resource mobilization is successor of this project work start is the predecessor, and site clearance is the successor of resource mobilization, and resource is the predecessor of site clearance. So we are linking them by this arrow toward this, and site clearance is linked to layout marking, and then you can see layout marking is connected to link to three: construction over block A, construction over block B, and construction over block C. Then purge, and that we here know in the final phase. In the final phase, project inspection. So all the construction phase is connected to final phase. All three blocks, completion of block A, completion of block B, and completion of block C, is connected with the final phase, project inspection. Then project inspection is the connected to project handoff, then resource demobilization. Then the after resource demobilization is connected to link to project completion. So this is the how all the activities are connected to each other. And you can see here construction over block A, zoom it, uh, yeah, ground floor column block A is connected to three activities. It means ground floor column A is the predecessor of these three activities. So I hope it's clear now. But here you can see ground floor slab complete. It's the it is having three predecessor activity. All these three activities are the predecessor of this activity. So this is how the activities are connected to each other. This tutorial is going to be very long, so I will try to divide this part in part 1 and part 2. In next video I will describe the practical demonstration on the P6 software. So thanks for watching. Please stay tuned for more.